Today I'm going to teach you how to emulate the Nintendo Wii and the Nintendo GameCube on your Mac. Okay, I'm on a MacBook Pro. So I'll put this link in the description for this page here. Right, we're going to download. Okay, come in here. You're going to want Mac, of course. And it only comes for the ARM Intel, so like you're going to want the newest one right here. Click. It'll download up here in the corner. Once it's done, open. Up. Double click it and come up like this. Drag it and drop it in here. Right? Just drag, drop, let go. See, I already have it, so I'm just not going to do it, but it'll be in there. Okay, so now you want to do apps, Dolphin, open it, make it full screen. Okay, and I got my games in here. Now, I can't tell you where to get games. You got to get them off your original disc. You know, pirating is bad. We don't do that. So in here, you want to enable cheats. Now there's some settings here. You want to keep this at normal speed. This is your region. I leave mine to US, but you can change it as needed. I use Vulkan. Some people prefer metal. I would suggest one of these two. If your game's lagging on this one, use this one. Okay. Enhancements. I keep mine native just to stop anything from going crazy. Now you can see all my settings here. I don't use any hacks. So this is set. All this stuff is default. Same with this stuff. You know, controllers, this is where things are going to get a little tricky. I'll have to do another video maybe to show you about the Wii controllers. So here's where you set up your GameCube controller. You can configure it right here. Make sure you check the thumbsticks and everything. And here, I'm using a Dolphin bar for my PC and a real Wii remote. Okay, so you can do that. You can do pass-through, sync Wii remotes, sync other remotes. I've never gotten that to work very well. Other people do. Here, emulated Wii remote or an actual Wii remote. And always put it on continuous scanning. Also, you don't have to enable speaker data. Sometimes, most of the time, it's pretty fucked up sounding on the Wii or through this emulator. And continuous scanning. I will put pictures of the Dolphin bar. But with the Dolphin bar, you have to use an actual Wii brand remote also. Okay? Here's your interface. This is where you get your colors and all that. I chose pink. And it will go with your system. So if your system's in light mode, this will be in light mode. You know, this is where you can control the master volume. And any of your other audio settings. I pretty much left this all default. I just changed how loud this is because it's loud as heck. Here's your paths. Now right here, this is where it's going to get your games from. So when you get your games onto your Mac, you go ahead and put them all in a file. Then you click add here and find like here I got this retro. See, and then I'll scroll down till I get to the Wii or the GameCube. That's up here, GameCube. And then you click open and it'll pop it up in here. Down here is where, you know, if you want to change any of these paths. I left them default. This is the stuff for the GameCube. This is where the BIOS comes from. Don't change this because Dolphin puts the BIOS in there automatically for you. And this is your save slots. Use PAL when necessary, when you need to, you know. All this is default. And you can whitelist USB pass-through devices here. Also, this is if you have a Dolphin bar, this is where you're going to want to set it to whether it's bottom or top. The sensitivity does not change, so you can't change that. This is the speaker volume of the Wii remote, and you can enable your rumble here. This is a lot of stuff that I wouldn't mess with unless you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, so when you get your games in here, after you put them all in a folder and get them in here, it'll put GameCube and Wii games together in properties here. If you need to change anything specific for the game, like if you want this game to use metal instead of Vulcan, you know, this is where you would change. You would turn VSync on. You know, this is where you get into all that. This is patches you might have for the game. Here you can enter action replay codes, Gecko codes. If you click download codes, it downloads on its own. And you can have your cheat codes there. Graphic mods go here. You know, you can verify the files and everything just like on a console. So anyway, that's how you get this. I will pull one up real fast just to show you that it works. I'm going to show this working. See? Show you guys how the controls and everything.
Resident Evil 4. 1998.
Okay. See the Wii cursor moving, guys? See? Works perfectly on the Mac.